Hi. So today I'm going to show you this new planting that I had from last year. I planted this kind of up on this plateau region up to my firewood stack over there. So planted this last summer. It's coming pretty good, but it's a little bit thin, and I drove over it quite a bit there to get my firewood out. So I want to give it some nitrogen here. It's a little yellowish in some spots, but it's about 5,000 square feet there, so I'm gonna get some nitrogen on that section today. Okay, so I want to do a spoon feeding application here of a half a pound of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet on this plateau area up here, I'll call it. I planted it last year, and it's still pretty thin, being the first year here it's coming together, so I want to make sure I keep hitting it with the nitrogen and nursing it along. Again, I've got my general purpose 10-10-10 here. Because it is new grass, I want to get those roots down and going as good as possible. So I've got 5,000 square feet. This is 10% nitrogen. If I want to do half a pound per 1,000 square feet, that means I need 2.5 pounds. And 10% of this is nitrogen, so I need 25 pounds of this to go over the area. So basically, I think that's about what I've got. This is the entire bag. I used a couple pounds on the front, but I'm just going to dump the rest in here and go with it. I'm going to use a setting of 4.5. That seems from history pretty good on getting good coverage from this size fertilizer. So let's throw her down. All right, that went really well. I'm not worried about watering in it. I'm not worried about watering in at this point. We get a really heavy dew still yet this time of year with these temperatures, so this grass will be soaked in the mornings and should be fine. We have a chance of rain in the forecast, so shouldn't have to do anything there. But, keep you updated on the progress. Hopefully this, by midsummer, is a lush turf that can dominate the neighborhood. Adios. All right, so I'm gonna do my first spoon feed application to my project area of 1,000 yards where I'm trying to mow low. So my goal is every week and a half, I'm gonna hit this with some type of fertilizer. Today I picked up some of this 10-10-10 general purpose fertilizer here from my local store. It was $10 for 25 pounds. And you know, as I hear other people talk about, you know, a lot of these, for good reason, a lot of these lawn fertilizers have taken out the phosphate and the potassium, or the phosphate in particular. I know it's environmentally troublesome if it gets into waterways and causes algae blooms. I don't have any runoff. I'm not by a lake or anything like that, so I think it's important for the root system, especially early on, to get that middle number and drive those roots down in the soil well. Well conditions are good to set up for a good summer when we get less water. I don't have irrigation on this right now. I may put it in the future, but I want to get those roots down as deep as possible. So I've got 1,000 square feet. This is 10% nitrogen, so I want to put down about a half a pound of nitrogen total. So I need about 5 pounds of this spread over my 1,000 square foot area here. So this is 25 pounds. I'm gonna guess about 5 pounds there. Get that in the hopper. I'm gonna put it on a relatively low setting, make sure I can get this equally distributed, but then I'm gonna go for it. Done. So I used the setting of 4.5 on the Scott's Elite spreader here. Worked out about perfect to get that 5 pounds down there, and I would have to say I really like that edge guard that you can turn on and off. Prevents it from getting on the driveway or roadway or anything like that while you're doing your trim passes. Then you can turn it off and get a bigger area of coverage there for overlap and just better distribution of the fertilizer. All right, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna keep this up with 10-10-10 or maybe whatever gets on sale here, and we'll see the progress through the year. I'm not gonna water it in at this time. We might have rain coming here, but the benefit we have this time of year is very heavy dews. In the morning, this grass will just be soaked. So I'll monitor its progress there and maybe put a sprinkler out if I think it's getting too dry, but should not be a problem here at the beginning of May. Still pretty cool for high temperatures. We're in the 50s, 60s. So Mr. Connor Ward and I have something in common. See that deer in the back there? I just put birdseed out in the bird feeder, and she's sneaking up, trying to steal some of it. I think she's extra hungry. It's probably pretty close to having fawns. See, they're looking at us. She can have some. I don't mind too much.